Our tiny towns now have little visitors. Tiny towns villagers coming up.
Hi, it's Tarrant.
And Stella from Maple University. Today we are going to talk about tiny towns villagers, especially the
Yes.
second expansion to tiny towns. So you can see, by the way, you can the front box is signed by the designer, not because it's scratched or anything. FYI.
Yes.
So
So yes, Villagers, the second expansion to the quick little grid generation game, I guess, Tiny Towns.
So I really like the first expansion, Fortune, because it makes the games a little bit friendly. So I think if you've seen my previous video, like I kind of like that board game friendly type of games, like a more modern games rather than really tight and brutal.
Yeah.
Most of it, not all. Anyways,
And I tend to lean a little bit towards. I
More
think we
brutal.
always agree.
Yes.
I wouldn't say brutal, but every time an expansion makes a game less tight,
yeah.
I tend to be like, the decisions were more interesting when they were tight.
Yeah. So
So what does this one
is
bring?
this one? Yes or no? All right. So what does it bring? It brings little creatures, which is villagers, which you place on the corners at the start of the game.
Oops.
So sorry, 3. So these actually, I'll put it like that. So it doesn't matter which shape. You just put 3, and you draw this randomly from a few of this. So one of the 1s and one of the 2s. Let's say it's this one, one of these, and one of these. And each time it still plays as normal. Sorry, it actually has got some new cards.
Of course.
What happened? Like 3 things can happen with these little villagers. So if let's say you build something like so, the little village. Let's say the little villagers is there, and if let's say pretend that this is like that. All right. First scenario, if little villager, then you build something right here, like so, then you have to move orthogonally adjacent, like so, for example. If it is happen to be on the box that you use as to build the building, let's say you want to build it there, and then the villagers there, then this is activated. So the number 1 card lets you activate with just 1 villager. Number 2 cards lets you activate with 2 villagers. So you can leave it there for next time until you have 2, and then activate the 2 ones. Or so I talk about that. Or if you actually end up there, you have I say without moving, stay. Or if it's ending up empty, then just leave it there. So 3 options. What happens? So once you use it, you put it in your board, which comes with a new expansion, and next time you just put it somewhere else. So that
It
kind of
comes
like
back.
yeah, it kind of like manipulate. It's getting more power, as I say again. Second expansion I really like because it has the coins, which makes it a little bit easier, not as brutal, because this game can be really brutal. The powers are nice because this one place a resource of your choice in your town. So it's like it may be a little bit of like some of these monuments powers. Maybe it's now has got the creatures powers, and there's 2-1. You can construct a building with any unique resources in the correct shape. So that's really handy because when your opponents want choose a resource that you don't want, you just keep building the shape, and then you can still turn into whatever building you want. So this is really handy. It's just a different way of helping you in the game.
Good old science frog.
So the other cards are like this one too. Construct a building using resources anywhere on your board. So that's also really good. It's really helping you with in the game. Fill your chest with coins. Now this in conjunction obviously with
The Fortune expansion.
correct. And this one, renovate. Now this one uses 3 actually. Replace any building in your town with any other building type. The building can be the monument, which is fair. And
It still lets you turn a well into a bank or something.
yeah, something like that. So that is, that's why it's 3. It's quite it could be very powerful. And then scrap is do not place a resource named by another player, which is, you know, I wish I can do that more often. And then this one, construct any building with one fewer resource than needed. So you can see that this is meant to be helping you a lot with building and mitigating the, you know, oh no, you know, fruitcake, I can't place this, what should I do? And then this would drive you, you know, help your strategy gameplay that way. What do you think, Tarrant? You probably, this is what you say as well. It's going to make easier. You're probably not going to favor it, but I like it because it adds also this movement kind of like mechanics of where you're going to place it. You think you're going to place it and you're going to get benefit of it or not. So you kind of have to plan ahead where you're going to move it. You can move it when it's placed on a cube. So this is a way of moving it.
Yeah, I think it's... I say it makes it a little bit more forgiving, gives you other ways to try to get what you want. It's not, it's a new mechanic. It's not too complicated a mechanic, so it works well. It doesn't. It's not. You get some expansions where the new mechanic comes in and you spend half the time learning that. This is not that. It's pretty straightforward.
No, it's very straightforward. Yeah,
so it works well with the game. I probably still like the simplicity of the
first one?
of the base game.
Do you like the fortune?
Same thing there. I think I like the base game because once you start adding things like that, it takes it from being a pure simple filler into something with a little bit more strategy. I like this as a filler.
Okay, that's fair enough. And obviously this comes with even more cards for more variety of the game. You can see, you know, this is...
New ones with critters down there.
Yeah, with a... critters on the below. When constructed, you may place villagers in any building in your town. So it obviously integrates with the villagers expansion as well.
It's actually a huge number. That's a lot of a lot of new buildings.
Yeah, but not all of them actually, you know, works like directly affect the way you place villagers.
And everyone always loves new cards in games with cards.
Yes, and as a bonus.
Ooh.
This is this little expansion called Tiny Trees. So it has this, everyone starts with one seed, which it could happen, you know, you can place anyway on the board. And then it's considered as empty square and can be used in 3 different ways. If you actually construct a building on the same square, let's say that as the seed, you immediately then place a resource of your choice in your town, and then you discard this into the box. That's it, one use.
Yep.
Or if your seed is on empty square, but not your only empty square at the game end, and then that doesn't count as an empty square for scoring purposes, so it doesn't give you negative point.
Nice.
And
2-point acorn.
Yeah, and the third one, if this is your only empty square at the game end, it grows into a tree. So, ta-da! And it's worth 2 points, and that square does not count as an empty square for scoring purposes.
Nice.
So, quite nice little addition there. It doesn't change a lot, doesn't make the game a lot of easier. So this is probably the one that you probably like to add if you want to add more.
I'm on board with anything that adds acorns. I think they're just
a cute
shape.
Where is this one? Squirrel. Where's the squirrel? There you go. So that is it. So as I said, I like this edition. To be honest, I like the expansion to Tiny Towns, maybe even better than the base game itself. Either Fortune or Villages. I haven't combined all of them at once. I don't know, it might be too much and maybe not.
And it probably takes us to our first play as well, because we both scored very low the first time around.
Yeah, we learned from
and it's not
a mistake.
Yeah, it's not solely that we needed the things to make it more forgiving. Like, the experience of 1 or 2 plays got us over the horrible things we did wrong the first time around.
That's true. So that's what we think. So let us know what you think. You might, we might enjoy the base game only, or you might enjoy the Fortune, or, and this one, or you want to try this one, let us know. If you could please hit that like button. If you find this video useful, that will be very helpful. Thank you very much. And also subscribe to us if you have not already done so. if you click the bell, you'll get notification when we release new videos.
Yes.
Is that exciting? Hopefully. And I'm also on social media like Instagram, so you can follow me there too if you like. And hopefully we'll see you in our next videos. Bye!
Bye.